Alright guys, happy Sunday. Short video here about how the Berlin Conference messed up Africa. For those of you that do not know about the Berlin Conference, people that don't really know much about history, is this conference that happened by the European superpowers in the 18th century, 1800s, 1884, 1885, where they came together and then they shared Africa into the countries that we have today, or rather most of the countries that we have today were formed in the Berlin Conference. So prior to the Berlin Conference, most of the countries you see in Africa like Nigeria, Togo, Ghana, Cameroon, were not really existent at that time. So the Europeans wanted to have a hold of these different colonies that they were operating in. So they had a conference, the Berlin Conference, and then they now shared Africa. So you now find out that the British got Nigeria, parts of Cameroon, Ghana. Those people that speak English, British people that speak French, the French people, Congo, I think Congo was the Belgians, yes, Congo, and then Portugal, just like that. And then so they now created these countries. And these countries that they created did not, most of the time, align with the internal structure of Africa. That's why, for example, I give an example. If you're going to Benin Republic, if you travel by road to Benin Republic, when you get to Seme border, right, where the border is between Nigeria and Benin Republic, right, you find out that the same Seme, one side is in Benin Republic, the other side is in Nigeria, and it's the same community, they speak the same language. I think it's Egun, but one side is Nigeria and the other side is another country. So the British people just created a border there without even considering the indigenous people that stayed there at that time. And that's why it's very funny when I find out that you want to go to Africa and then you see African countries, they uphold this European structure so much. Like as a Nigerian traveling to maybe East Africa, the process of going to East Africa, you need a visa, immigration laws, and it's so strict. Like it's easier to travel within Europe than it is to travel within Africa, right? So these structures that they created is the basis for most of the countries we have in Africa. And why, in my opinion, a lot of countries are not even working is because the indigenous people were not even consulted when the countries were being created. To just cut people, hey, everybody here, you people are now Nigerians. The people don't even know themselves, they don't even like themselves. You just pack them and put them together, and put a label on them, English speaking, Anglophone, Francophone. It's just insane. And that has been the foundation of a lot of conflict and issues in Africa. So yes, there is no way we can remove the impact of the Berlin Conference, the impact of meddling Europeans in the issues that we have in Africa today. The problem we have now is that the Africans ourselves, we have refused to rise up from those colonial setups and create structures for ourselves. Read about the Berlin Conference. If you don't know about it, read about it. Know some history. Peace.